So I've decided to start a vlog about my journey with adult braces. I'm doing this because when I went to look and research before I had got orthodonture, I couldn't find hardly anything for adults going through the process. And I just wanted to give people an insight because I had braces as a kid, but I didn't complete the phases and I had some relapse. And I'm getting married in 2 years and I wanted to make sure that this was fixed before then. So I did some research. I went to 5 different orthodontics and I got price ranges, some of them even over $1,000 difference. And each orthodontist wanted me to have a different plan. I had some that suggested oral surgery, a palatal expander. One wanted to cut my jaw from side to side and then move it backward, and I would have plates in my face. Some of them wanted a lingual bar on the bottom of my mouth to push my teeth out. I went ahead and went with the orthodontist that wasn't quick to demand oral surgery and wanted to try some other options before going to that. So I'm a week into wearing my brackets and I'm literally already noticing some movement. It's a little painful. The first day I thought I was okay when I had left the orthodontist office. There was just a little bit of tension. And when I went to go eat, I realized how serious they were about not being able to eat certain foods. And the second day, I had the biggest tension migraine. I didn't want to eat. All I wanted to do was vomit. I had to get some medicine prescribed to me because it was awful. The third day was a little bit better, but the roots of my teeth, all the nerves were super sensitive. And just the thought of biting down was awful. So I ate a lot of soup and ice cream and macaroni. Even macaroni, I felt like I wasn't chewing it. I was just kind of swallowing it and hoping I wouldn't choke. And then about a week in, I can start eating things, but I have to take really small bites. I can't apply a lot of pressure. I'm eating on certain parts of my mouth so that it doesn't hurt as bad. And stuff getting stuck in your brackets is real. I mean, I'm getting stuff all up in this. And one thing that I think is kind of something that no one mentioned to me is the dry mouth. I have really bad cotton mouth. My lips are chapped. I feel like I'm constantly having to apply because the brackets protrude my lips out. So they're constantly exposed, and it doesn't help that it's winter time. But the other thing that I would say it's worth mentioning is the speech. I have been trying for the last week to correct my speech, and I'm just at the point where I'm going to have some kind of impediment for a while. And honestly, I kind of had one before because they don't touch. So I have a bit of a tongue thrust. But I'm hoping that after treatment, I'll lose some of my lisp and I'll be able to bite into foods because I've never been able to really bite into an apple because of my overbite. I do have a crossbite. Sorry. But you can see I have brackets on each side and they're going to give me some bands that I have to attach that will hopefully bring my bottom front teeth down and then expand this part. Because I have a very narrow palate above, even though I had an expander as a kid. And then on the bottom, I have a tooth that wouldn't loosen, so the adult tooth grew beside the baby tooth and it pushed it under my tongue. So that probably hurts the most because there's some pressure on that to try to even it out. And then when I bite down, the brackets kind of touch each other. But I want to try to document how I feel, what the progress is, anything that I'm kind of learning. I did try to buy these floss picks online, and they did not fit in between my brackets because it was too tight. So I'm trying to learn how to properly floss, and that's probably the hardest thing. So I would definitely recommend a water flosser or a water pick. Super affordable when you consider how much money you're investing into your teeth at that point. The only other thing I notice is if you want to look younger, people think I'm like 10 years younger now. I don't know if that's a pro or a con, but I have noticed that people are staring at me a little more, and I don't know if that's in my head or whatever, but yeah, we'll see how this goes.